Wowzers! Hello, kitties. Dr. Freedom here with you. A lot of stuff piled up over the weekend, and I want to get it caught up before we come on to Monday, because Monday may be a very important day. According to reports at Swansea University down towards Cardiff, there's going to be Doctor Who filming involving possibly Peter Capaldi and Michelle Gomez. My friend Stephen Price is going to try to make it out there. Who knows? Maybe he'll get a few shots he'll share with us. You never know. Also, I love the fact that, yeah, within the first 2 hours of our last Omega Files, it is now at 4 dislikes and falling. And like I said, you can smack the dislike button to the end of time. I'll just end up turning it off the ratings and saying, guess what? The video is still going to be there, and we're still not going to like class. Very sorry. It's no disrespect to the actors. They all put in their best. It wasn't their fault. They got handed absolute drivel. And that's exactly what it was. It was garbage. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to jump up and down on the bandwagon and go, oh, looky, it was fantastic. Because everyone else is now suddenly, oh, by the way, where the frack was all these people when we were out here doing these videos before? You know, and it's like now all of a sudden they're going, oh, now it's the greatest thing since sliced bread now that it's over. I just don't know what to make of it. I really don't. You know, we really enjoyed the series at the beginning, but then it fell apart. Okay, let's get to what the really important thing is about this, because there is already a bunch of nonsense going around. Let's get to the Doctor news, shall we? Okay, moving on. Let's start off with the Sun, the Scottish Sun, to be precise. Get ready at this. Doctor Who's Sea Devils could be making a return after the show's bosses bought up patches of seaweed. What? BBC crews have sparked speculation of the aquatic lizards could emerge once again by forking out £80 for 2 emergency orders of algae in Rothesay, Isle of Bute. Now, here's the problem. Algae can be used for a lot of different things, and it doesn't say seaweed, it says algae here. And even if it was, let's really go out on a limb. How many people remember the sun makers, the Osirians? Way back in the early time, Tom Baker Leela part there. They look like sea cane with eyes, remember? We'll just say they're coming back too. Why not? But I'll leave the article for you all to read. I just couldn't believe this monster nonsense that just because they've ordered up 2 emergency things with seaweed, all of a sudden the Sea Devils are making a return. You never know, but come on. As much as I'd love to see them return in the modern era, we can't base it off this, you know, especially with it being the Scottish Sun. I don't care if it's the Irish Sun, the English Sun, or the Hindu crazy Sun, or it's still the Sun. All right, moving on. How to watch Doctor Who if you're outside the UK. The main reason I brought this up, so my friend Beefhead put this up, because it had an interesting bit in here about saying that, okay, from Mark Gatiss. All right, down here, keep going. All right, here it is. Mark Gatiss has confirmed that he has written 3 of the scripts for Series 10. I haven't seen that anywhere else, but it is intriguing. You know, he has put out there some good episodes. I don't know, you know, everybody's been judging him based off of Sleep No More, and you can't do that because Sleep No More, everybody has a bad, you know, there's a lot of great ideas that look great when you see them on paper, but then when you try to put them on the screen, something happens that goes wrong, something gets quirky. A lot of people did like Sleep No More. I just didn't. And matter of fact, there's a lot of people who didn't either. It was one of them episodes, you know, that goes right out in the Doctor Who history is either you loved it or you hated it. You know, you outright loved it to death, or you just could like blow it up with a machine gun and not feel the slightest bit of remorse. All right. It's one of those episodes that does that. Moving on. Return to Doctor Mysterio, the Ghost. Here's some pics if you want to check them out. Just go over here, click on them. They'll come up for you in high res. And sorry about that if I screwed up. I do this all the time. But here you go. All right, here on Blogger Who. There's also in a couple places, but this is one of the places I generally find them in good resolution. You know, if you want to use them for wallpaper or whatnot, you know, check out this. This is kind of reminiscent of Lois Lane and Superman back in Superman the motion picture, or the movie, I mean. You know, Chris Reeve and Margot Kidder. That's what kind of reminds me of this scene right here. But I leave that up to you to check out. Moving on. All right, here's the new poster image that was released. I threw it up here because there's also a synopsis if you wish to read it. That's up to you. This was also a motion poster. I wish dummy me had gotten a link to that. But yeah, it's just basically a poster. Come on, moving on. Lethbridge-Stewart, Mind of Stone. Candy Jar Books have released details on the final Lethbridge-Stewart novel for this year. So There's some people I know who've been collecting these. And if you want all the stuff, plus there's even a competition, but the closing date in it is next week, 7 days. So if you want to get in on that, get to this article and, boom. If you want to get to this article, by the way, all links are below in the description box as usual. All right, moving on. Okay, New Zealand cinema outing for Return of Doctor Mysterio. That's right. New Zealand's getting a showing of this as well for cinemas. Here's all the stuff you need to know. Matter of fact, it is going to be shown in selected cinemas around that country on Boxing Day. That's kind of like Christmas Day for us. Now, New Zealand joins Australia in showing the story in cinemas on Boxing Day, with screenings in Canada both on that day and the 28th, and in the United States on the 27th and the 29th, because we suck. But well. Okay, London Doctor Who meeting venue reopens. That's right. Now, a lot of people had heard about the Fitzroy Tavern had been closed down, and apparently it has been reopened. So here's the details on that. It's nice to hear about it. Boom, here if you want to find out more about it. And lastly, for today, oh crap, sorry about that. I was done. I just forgot to close this window right here. All right, let's get off this, shall we? So once again, rumors, nonsense going on. Like I said, a lot of people go, the Omega Files are boring. I don't care. It's just me and my friends getting together once a week. We sit down, we talk Doctor Who, whatever else we want to discuss that week, and then we stick it online. It's like, folks, I don't make any real cash off this. You see, and that's what separates me from a lot of the other channels out there that are just money-grubbing bastards. Matter of fact, I could have a 4K camera sitting here. I've got a green screen studio set up, and I could put on a funky wig and go, hello, everybody. I'm contingency awful, or some crap like that. And I'm not going to do it. Yes, I did upgrade my camera, and yes, I did upgrade my microphone, but I'm trying to be budgetary about it. This is like $90. And I love it to death because it's been doing a lot of great things for me between here and Death Moon 5, which, by the way, is that close to done. So, literally. Once again, we are not going to lie. We're not going to sit here and smile and act like somebody's pumping, happy light sunshine up our ass, especially when we're given garbage. And I'm sorry, that's what Class Season 1 was. It was Scooby-Doo, Buffy Vampire Slayer, and a bad B grade like Ed Wood novel, Ed Wood movie, all thrown into one. It was just horrible. Characters were all over the place, like they were on. Like I said, we went over this on the Omega Files. I heavily, suggest you watch it. I just could not. I could not go into there with a straight face and say it was great. I can't do that. Okay, so once again, I probably have to turn the ratings off on that video too, because, like I said, people have already smacked the down thumb on it because we didn't come out and say we liked it. Sorry, we didn't. Too bad. You're not going to change our opinion that way. All right. So until next time, everybody, take care. Ta-ta. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a great night.